Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start out with the Star card, which happens to be your power card, your superpower card, right? This is, to me, this feels like a journey to another land, you know? It's almost that we're going to find ourselves on a completely new planet, somewhere that we've never been before, somewhere that is transcendent, right? Let's see what this is all about. What are we doing with this power? What are we doing with this star? Where is that starlight guiding us? What is our path? What is our destiny? Let's see what we've got here. We've got the Fool. Ooh, interesting. I kind of feel with these two cards, I kind of feel that there's a surprise coming your way. Let's see what else we've got. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a interesting Tower card. Very surprising, whatever is happening. I feel like there's kind of like a surprise trip, a surprise, I don't know if it's a vacation, but there's travel here, right? Yeah, movement in the earth energy. This is the Five of Pentacles. I think it represents a movement of something. I feel like we're transcending. We're getting, this is gone. This is what, you know, this is us kind of on the plane, traveling to our new location. I feel like this is really a getting out of a challenging position and getting some improvement, getting some movement in your life. It could be a surprise vacation. Let's put the rest of our cards out. Ah, yes. You don't like surprises, though, do you? I feel as if you like things to be rather predictable. You like things kind of staying the same. If it's not broken, don't fix it. But I feel like there's some surprise. It might be a travel even for work, a relocation or something like that. It could be a vacation from work. Okay. But I feel that there's a lot of movement, a lot of freedom. These two cards together, the Star and the Fool, wow. Right? This is, it's just, you're realizing that your destiny, your fate is taking you to places that you've never been before, giving you experiences that you've never had before. Okay? I think that kind of worries you. I think the Tower, it feels disruptive. It feels like Spirit is kind of pulling you out by the roots and, tossing you to the wind. But I feel as if this is part of your path, and you're going to find a real depth to this experience. Okay. The Libra energy, the Justice card down beneath everything, feels to me like maybe it is a work thing. You know, this is almost like it's almost like you're surprising yourself, because it feels like you got into this, but you didn't know what you were getting into. And now suddenly it's just a whirlwind of activity. A lot of things are going on. You didn't expect it to be like this, but here you're finding yourself in a lot of different places. It feels like international travel specifically is kind of on the table for your future. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're going to set it down over here. We're going to put Kevin, aka Mr. Bates, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and give us our confirmation at the end of the reading. If at any point during the show you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments below. We can do it together as a group exercise of intuition. All right. Okay, a lot of major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is really, it feels like a lot of disruption. It feels like you are being kind of, your life's being turned upside down. There's a lot of movement, a lot of travel involved, a lot of relocating, a lot of packing, a lot of boxing things up and shipping things and moving, a lot of moving parts, a lot of things that need to be rearranged, but then we have stability at the end. We have this kind of leveling up. It's almost like we have to disrupt our lives here in order to get to this really masterful state of things with the Hierophant at the very end. A lot of stuff going on in between. I think it is your fate, it is your destiny, and I think it is something that's leading you to more freedom in your life. You're transcending a previously limiting situation. It's a tower, right? It's the tower that's holding you back. This is the tower, it's made of brick and mortar, right? There's just, once it's built, there's no getting past it. Maybe it's a glass ceiling, maybe it's a career or a relationship or a path that you're on. And you've reached the end, and there just is no moving past that. It's like the job you're in. You've hit the salary cap. You know what I mean? There's just nowhere else for you to go except elsewhere, right? So this has to change. So Spirit is disrupting your life a little bit. Now, this may have already happened. It's in the position of the past. But it is kind of leading you to this freedom. And maybe right now we're in that in-between kind of phase. Maybe we just got out of this tower, and now we're just feeling like, yeah, this is nice. This feels like a vacation. Maybe this is the vacation before you start settling down and getting back to the flow of things and getting back to kind of, the next part of your journey, the next phase of your life. This could be that moment, in between careers, let's say. But it feels like it kind of happened by surprise. The tower is an abrupt thing. It's not like the Death card, which is a slow and gradual change. This is something that took you by surprise. But you have a certain confidence. You have a certain trust and faith in the universe. We've got your power card here, and this is really your ability to know your path, know your destiny. Not meaning that you know what all the details are going to be, but that you trust when something happens that's really beyond your control, or something that seems inevitable. It seems like that's kind of, it may be disruptive, but it's just kind of the natural flow of things. You have a certain trust in that because you know yourself, and I feel like you know your path in that kind of a way. At the same time, we don't like surprises. We like to know what is taking place every step of the way so that we can react to it appropriately. Or at least in our eyes, so we can kind of plan what we're going to do, And I feel like that's typically the way things have gone for you, and you've had a lot of success doing it that way. In this kind of planned, predictable, you like to know ahead of time. It's like you like surprises, but only if they tell you beforehand that you're going to be thrown into a surprise party, The Three of Swords in the position of your environment explains why we are that way. So I think that you've had surprises in your life, that haven't worked out so well, that you did not enjoy. That maybe there was some incident that happened around that kind of a surprise. I almost feel like there was a birthday party or something for you that really, it was like a surprise party. It really didn't go well at all, right? So I feel like you're willing to participate in the surprise party, but you better be told beforehand where it's going to be, when, how many people are going to be there, and you'll act surprised, But you like things to be somewhat manageable. You've got this 9 of Pentacles above everything. This is ultimately your goal, really, is to continue to make progress. To continue to transcend your circumstances. We think of this tower, something has come crashing down. Well, yes, that's fine, as long as what we're building is going to be bigger and better. And that's the 9 of Pentacles. It's a process. It's always trying to exceed. It's always trying to grow and build. You're not someone who stagnates. You're someone that likes progress. You're someone that likes to do a little bit better next time, and a little bit better, and a little bit better, and a little bit better. And so I feel like this is an opportunity for you to do that, but this is a surprise that no one told you about beforehand. So you're trying to adapt. You're trying to adjust. Here's the Five of Pentacles in the future position. There's a lot of things that need organizing. A lot of things that need to be settled down, put in their place, and, boxed up and shipped out, right? Could be that you literally are relocating your home, that you're moving somewhere. Or it could be that you're changing jobs. Could be you're just changing departments within the company, something like that. But it was kind of a surprise. It was maybe it was a really abrupt promotion, Ultimately, it's going to be something that is leading to a more masterful experience for you. So it is a promotion, but I don't know if that's what we're calling it yet, okay? There is this Queen of Cups over here in your general energy. I feel like you're doing a lot of emotional work lately. And I think it's really hard for us to deal with the changes in the external world when we're dealing with doing such deep work within ourselves. I think the Queen of Cups is trying to be very emotionally transparent. You're trying to be authentic. So in that way, it's hard for you to pretend to be surprised when someone told you beforehand that there was a party, So it's kind of, it's like a lot of emotions are coming out from you. They're really bubbling up to the surface lately. I think it's a very emotional time for you. And I don't know if this period of time has a significance, if the kind of March, April is very significant for you emotionally. I don't know if there's an anniversary, if there's a certain date that is meaningful to you. But I feel like your emotions have been very intense lately. It could be that you are processing a lot of emotional stuff from the past right now, okay, as part of your spiritual work. And I think that's, obviously it's going to be lending a lot of that energy to the rest of your circumstances in this external world of whatever is going on here, if it's a work thing or something. You might find yourself reacting very emotionally to this work thing, where usually you have a little bit more containment, I guess we can call it. But the Three of Swords also, I think, is part of this, because I think there is a lot of past stuff that you're processing right now. And I think that it's kind of, we're recycling some of that energy. And it's really going to be for a good cause. We've got that Three of Cups it's in the position of the difficulty. And in some ways, it's kind of difficult for you to smile and appreciate and be happy about this situation because of what's going on in other parts of your life. It's like, yes, I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I'm sorry I'm not showing it right now, because there's so much else going on with you internally that you're just not really in the mood to really pop bottles and party and live it up and be that kind of happy and celebratory person at the moment. But you will be. And I think this is it's one of those coinciding events where it's what is going to be a very, very positive change in your external life happens to be corresponding with this very deep emotional thing that you're going through. Could be related to an anniversary or a particular date, or just generally the processing of a lot of emotions, a lot of past things. All right. So it's difficult for you to smile and enjoy the good stuff in life right now because there's all these emotions that are coming up. All right. But you will, because this is a situation, the Hierophant there at the end, this is a situation that brings you to a higher position in life. It is a promotion. It is a leveling up in life. Even though right now it seems like the timing is not all that perfect. The timing is not great. What I want to do for this Three of Swords, though, is do one of our Language of Flowers cards. These are some wonderful affirmation cards. I like to use these whenever we get a challenging swords card And the 3, I think, is a challenging one because the 3 of Swords is all about the memory, right? It's all about processing things or even reliving things, right? Recapitulating past traumas, past events, past pains and losses, and all of these painful memories that we all have. And for one reason or another, these are really intense right now, okay? So what we have is the forget-me-not, remembrance, memories, and the past hold the key. So the idea with the memories here. So that's what I feel like it is. I feel like it's just a lot of things are coming up to the surface, and we're dealing with a lot of these, emotional things. And so to turn that into a 3 of Cups is a little bit difficult, but it will happen, okay? We will be able to appreciate this situation, this event, and what it's leading us to, if it is a promotion, if it's a relocation, if it's a moving, something like this. I think it's going to be very good for you. It just happens to be coinciding with a lot of this emotional work. Let's take a look at this mystery card and see what this is going to be. Maybe a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles, a 9 or a 10 of Cups. Yeah, that's my prediction. Those are usually safe bets. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we've got. Oh, the Empress. Yeah, see, this, we're really sitting pretty now. This, I think, is you know that this is the life you want. You know that all of this turmoil right now is leading you to that destiny, to that fate that you want. You have that certainty still that we've been talking about. But emotionally right now, it's just things are all over the place. And that's okay. Right? This is what's going on. And the Empress is that kind of paradise. It is that wonderful future that if you nurture it and take care of it and put your energy into it, it is going to nurture and take care of you and heal you. So it really is that kind of a reciprocating life. It's we're going to get out of it what we put into it. Yeah. And so I think that really you've got nothing to worry about. Everything is happening as it should. I know it feels like the timing is kind of off because of the emotional stuff, and now there's all this change happening, kind of in the external world. But it's all leading you to the kind of life that you want and the kind of experience of living that you want. Yeah. Really good. This is Empress energy. I mean, you can't get any better than that. We are going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up there. There's a link down below. New readings for Aquarius every Thursday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. I am here every single day. You can come see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.